Guys, it's Kendra. Today I am feeling so much better, so we'll see how long this lasts, but I woke up at like 5, I was just wide awake, put on some makeup, and I'm just trying to be productive today. So, as promised, I am doing a 2-week weight video. I'm filming this while the girls are awake, so it shall be interesting. If you guys are new to my channel, I have twin girls. They are... You want me to read it? They're gonna be 2 in like a week, which is crazy. Do you want to say hi? Look up there. Who's that?
Mommy.
Yeah, and who else?
Junie.
Honey, that's Violet.
Violet.
Yeah, you're Violet.
Light.
Light, yeah, that's bright, huh? What's Junie doing?
Blocks.
She's playing with blocks. Good. Do you want to help her build a tower?
Tower.
Go help her. So I am pregnant with my 3rd baby. Don't touch that. Don't touch it. I wanted to do this video because I, first of all, searched them so much when I was in the 2-week wait myself, when I was pregnant with them, and also this time around, because it's just a stressful time and you just want to know if you're pregnant. So if you guys are there, I have been there, and it's just like time goes by so slow. So what I wanted to do in this video is compare 2 weeks or 2 months. I wanted to compare the month that I actually was pregnant and the previous month before that, when I was like 90% sure that I was pregnant and I wasn't pregnant. Just to kind of show you that you can really think you're pregnant when you're not. You can kind of create these symptoms. I don't even know if I could, if it was like in my mind, if it was just like all mental, or if I actually had the, I don't know, it's just crazy like what you think. You pay attention to every little thing. But then I also want to share when the month I found out I was pregnant, how I really did not think I was pregnant. So I hope this maybe brings you some comfort in knowing maybe you guys are pregnant, or if you're not pregnant, I just kind of want to show you how I feel like it's important to just kind of, I don't know, you can't track every little thing or else you're gonna drive yourself insane. So you kind of just have to roll with it. So I'm going to remember all of this because I used an app called Ovia. It is the best if you're trying to get pregnant. I used it both times around, and it shows you when you're gonna be on your period, and it shows you when you're fertile. So the green week is when I would be fertile, and then where it has the little dots, that is when you are probably going to start your period. You input all of your data, like how many days your cycle is and everything, so that it can really customize like every month for you. One thing I would highly recommend are ovulation strips. I'll link the ones down below that I use. I found them off Amazon, and I would suggest taking them like 2 days before the app says you are fertile, because this time around, one month I took the ovulation strips on the first day, and it wasn't that high. It was kind of high, but the next month I took it 2 days before, and it was like peaked. Like it was so dark, the second line. Obviously the app is just like a guideline, but I think it's really important to have like, just be really in tune with your body, and if you can do the ovulation strips, it's just a really easy way to know when you're ovulating. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the month that I was not pregnant. These are all the symptoms I felt. Right off the bat, I felt a lot of bloating. Right after like my fertile window was over, I felt really bloated. I felt constipated. I had cramps, and I also had left pelvic pain. That's like how obsessive I was. Like I would pay attention to every little tinge in my body. So about 4 days later, I felt an increase in appetite, starving. I was ravenous. Like I wanted to eat so much, and I thought it was so bizarre. I remember saying to Andrew, for a couple days I was super hungry, and I was like, okay, if I'm not pregnant, like I'm gonna be gaining 5 pounds, because why am I eating so much? My mood was just blah. It just felt like not myself. I felt dizzy. I felt super exhausted, and I had left pelvic pain. That's just in one day. Next day, I felt cramps. I felt, again, hungry, bloated. I felt sick to my stomach, and I took an ovulation test because I was convinced I was already pregnant, and it was high. And I thought, I remember when I was pregnant with them, I took an ovulation test, and some people say that if it's high, you can be pregnant. Clearly that's not the case. And then the next day, super tired. Next day I said hot flashes, headaches, fatigue, Dizziness, increase in appetite, left pelvic pain, and sickness. Mood, blah. Continuing on, more fatigue, exhaustion. I felt sick. I felt headaches. And then I took a pregnancy test this day. So this was about how many days after? 7 days, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 days after I took a pregnancy test, and it was negative. And when I took it, I legit thought it was gonna be positive. And it was so early to be taking this test. So the next day, same symptoms like cramps, dizziness, headaches. I don't know why I put morning sickness, nausea, because clearly that's not what I was feeling, because now I have the morning sickness and it's not the same. Next day I took a pregnancy test. So it was like 12 days after my fertile window, and it was again negative. I went a few days without testing, without writing any symptoms down, which is shocking. And then I started my period. But I just wanted to read that all off to you, just because it's crazy what you can think up in your head. And like, even if I was feeling those things, I wanted to write it all down just in case I was pregnant, to share with you guys, like to show you all the symptoms I was feeling. But sometimes when you're pregnant, you don't feel many things at all, like this time around. So I had my period, and then the following 2-week wait, so after my fertile window, the day after, I felt bloated again. And then 2 days after that, I had a headache. I went 3 more days without saying anything. And then I wrote cramps and bloated, and mood was blah. So that was about a week after my fertile window. That's how I felt. 3 days passed, nothing. I tried to stay busy, occupied, working a lot, and just like didn't want to be thinking about it so much. 3 days goes by, and then about how many weeks later? This is 1 week, 1 week and 4 days later, I had more headaches, more bloating, and I felt really hot. And then the day after that, I took my pregnancy test. So I took my pregnancy test how many days before my period was supposed to come? 4 days before I was supposed to start my period. It was the day that my app told me to take one. Man, my lips are so dry this pregnancy. And I took like a cheap one that came with my ovulation tests, my ovulation strips, and the line came up and it came in pretty quick, but it wasn't that dark. So when I was looking at it, I was thinking, okay, this must be pregnant, right? Because there is a line, there's actually a line, but at the same time, it wasn't super dark, so I wasn't 100% sure, but there was visibly a line. And then I think the next day I went and I got like a digital test, and that one just said yes when I took that, and I took that around like 10 in the morning. So, and I took the first test early in the morning, like maybe 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. Those are all of my symptoms: headaches and bloating. And I just did not feel like I was pregnant. So some of that could be just because I didn't want to psych myself out this time around, or what. There's guys laying our cement over there, so this is interesting. So I hope this gave you guys a little insight into what I experienced when I was trying to get pregnant, and how it's just crazy how 2 months can be so different. So if you guys are in the 2-week wait, it will be over soon. I wish you the best of luck if you are trying to get pregnant. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you can follow along with me this pregnancy this time around. It's cool to compare my twin pregnancy to a singleton pregnancy this time. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.